Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Help promote and rank up my channel. It's been a while since I made a video, since Thor, Love and Thunder greatly disappointed me. Jesus Christ, man. That humor was way too over the top. So, surprisingly, today I'm going to be talking about the Resident Evil Netflix series. Spoiler warning. And I said I wouldn't watch it, but I did, because I guess I'm a sucker for hope. Always keeping my fingers crossed. And I should have known better, because I already knew better, but I was really curious about the comments made that this is supposedly the same Wesker you know from the video games, that this is based within that timeline. There were comments made in there that doesn't really make sense. How does Wesker go from to father, played by a good actor, Lance Reddick? But how does this happen if this is set within the same universe of the video games and all that? How does that happen? And I will say, Lance is easily the almost only good thing about this series. Spoiler warning, I will spoil everything.
Go!
I fell asleep in every single episode that's about 50 minutes long, but I woke up and I picked up from where I left off, so I didn't miss anything. I watched everything, even though it was painful, and I felt like I was suffering because it was so boring, dull. It was a snooze fest. Seriously. How did this happen? How did you think this was a good idea? I don't really have many positives to say about it. Lance Reddick can act, yeah, but all the other characters are completely obnoxious, ridiculous, unlikable. The two teenage girls, you're jumping back to past and future, where everything's gone to hell in the future, and the past, where everything hasn't gone to hell yet. It's working their way up to it. It's dealing with these two high school kids, and their father happens to be Albert Wesker, and they live in New Raccoon City that's owned by Umbrella Corporation. Somehow at their Umbrella Corporation did things that because everything from the video games supposedly exists in this universe, but Umbrella was able to continue on scot-free because government contracts.
Yeah, well, yeah, baby.
The good things I'll say, Lance Reddick can act. There you go. Girls can act too, but they're not likable. None of these women in here are likable. All you've got is pretty much Albert Wesker surrounded by women that are very, very unlikable. And it feels like the relationship between the sisters are, you're the favorite, no, you're the favorite. Zombies look absolutely terrible. The zombies, Jesus.
Make it shit.
Easter eggs, like giant spider, liquors, the Doberman that looks terrible, the Doberman zombie dog. Then they have the giant worm, the giant alligator, which is used in a very anticlimactic, ridiculous, wasted scene. Why would you have such expensive giant mutant alligator in such a wasteful... It's bad. It's bad. There's nothing redeemable about this show. If you liked it, more power to you. I'm more critical of the things done in adaptations. Like, I have not been fond of any of them. Making Resident Evil a movie or a TV show, it's a no-brainer. And if this is really all about diversity, then just go with Resident Evil Outbreak, because that's a very diverse cast. It's very episodic in nature, the games. Nothing about anybody's relationships in here are all that entertaining, except for the mystery of Wesker is what lured me in. How did he go from that to this? And there's a very comical scene, and like I said, spoilers. Wesker cloned himself. He has 3 different clones in a room. It just feels like an office sitcom. You could have made an office sitcom of these 3 Wesker clones just hanging out in this room trying to do science. And then Wesker comes in looking like Blade. Wesley Snipes' Blade. And it's just hilarious looking to me. Absolutely hilarious. It was comical. Netflix.
This is an unauthorized use of
It was pretty comical. One of the clones is actually intended to be comical. But there you go. Wesker cloned himself. Umbrella found out that he was using unauthorized Umbrella lab and equipment and stuff like that, and they bum rush the clones. One of them ends up dead. 2 of them get caught while Wesker flees. And a deal was made where one of them was able to live a life. It's an awful show. That, long story short, Resident Evil continues to suck in live action, and it seems like it only gets worse with each new attempt at an adaptation. Like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Oh, God. Resident Evil, why? Stay awesome. Rock on.